option, can run as well when needed. First play of the game is a handoff, and it is the freshman Clare.
Progressed throughout this season, and they're going to test him out tonight.
On the screen, this is going nowhere. It's Dagey on a 3rd down and 9. Has some time to throw, and he missed his receiver, threw it behind Janarvis Pugh. Josh Cleveland will try to get some breathing room, and they will do so as Cleveland stretches out.
Been productive.
He's a 4.3 40 runner there starting back, and Cleveland will take it again here and get spun. And Kent 2 and 3 in back play. And we'll give it to Clare, the freshman, who is swallowed up after a gain of Dino Babers in the ACC as well, doing a great job with Syracuse. As Clare breaks it to the outside, cuts back in, and gets himself right up near the...
That ball gets past him, and that was a great example of it from Harris.
Quick snap here, and Dagey, the true freshman from his own 31. Pressure collapsing on him, and Dagey is swallowed up by...
Inside, the tackle was occupied, and they better get a hat for Mr. Ford.
Clare trying to bounce side again, and Clare is spun down, not yet.
And Ford took advantage of it.
Banged up group. Having a tough start to this game. Dagey steps up over the middle of the field, and he hits Datron Guyton for the first down. To the ground here. They have Cleveland in the game, and there goes Cleveland. Here's that break.
The fastest in the MAC, if you're listening to Bowling Green. And he does have a gas pedal. He can flat out fly.
Right back at it. A quick hitter from Dagey this time. And a couple of... Lewis is out, so slack has come from reserve to a starter tonight. Clare wrapped up and thrown down by Khalil Hodge.
Very productive.
10th play of the drive for Dagey. Takes a shot, it's reeled in. It's a Bowling Green touchdown. We've had 3 touchdowns in a row after 2 punts and a fumble to open the game. Here's a flip dropped by Cleveland. That is an competitive
effect on the play.
Dagey takes a deep shot, single coverage, and just out of the... More than 8 points per quarter in the first. They're at 21 tonight. Falcons are usually a little bit of a slower starter. Their points Kent State. So they could score. They're athletic on offense. Clare bounces it out after running into his own line, and Clare finds the...
You try and hit him really hard and intimidate him is what I would do. Good luck with that, though. He's a hard... Keep that leverage.
After the catch for Miller, it will be Clare up the middle here and thrown down by Damone Harris. Bowling Green football from Buffalo territory. A 3rd and 3 begins this quarter. And Dagey, the quarterback, keeps the football. And takeaway for the Falcons this season. They moved up to 2nd in the country. Jarrett Dagey out of his own end zone. Incomplete. Yard return. And the first Bowling Green win of the year was sealed. Out of the end zone, Andrew Clare darting his way and dancing down.
Oh, Clare. And what amazes me is his vision. How he saw this last guy that he makes the cutoff. There's the block by Fulkersma. But how he saw that last guy.
4 straight 100-yard games for the true freshman from St. Louis. Dagey with a completion over the middle.
Thrown by Jarrett Dagey.
23 straight games with a catch for Miller. First team All-MAC receiver last year. Back on the ground. Over 1,000 all-purpose yards on the season. Dagey's got to get rid of this football quickly. He does just in time. It was Guyton over the middle. 3rd and 4 for Bowling Green. Dagey's pass reeled in by Morris. Cleveland back in as the running back, under 2 to play in the half. Dagey feeds Miller again. He has a first down grab.
Throw the football and then mix the run in.
Dagey takes his shot, and he overshot his receiver.
He knew
his back earlier in the year, catching a pass.
Yeah, against Akron, they got razzle-dazzle on him and ran a throwback, and he got whacked. And he still gets the field.
So 3rd and a yard, the back, Cleveland takes it and runs for the first down. Cleveland almost out of bounds. And look at this. Got this to a 1-score game.
They like the tight end in this area of the field.
Dagey will just flip it out of the flats to Redding. Slipped away from 1 tackle. Falcons still with 3 timeouts, being patient. The play fake. Dagey, end zone. Incomplete with the flag.
RI, run the ISO and go jam it in there.
Instead, it's a little flip out on the fade, and it's knocked away by Brand.
In this area, what they call the tight red zone.
Claire this time, he will heed the call and state GPA. Try to erase that last play from his memory. Here's a little flip to T.O. Redding from Jarrett Dagey. And a nice run after 97 yards and a couple of touchdowns. On second and short, Dagey looked like he might take a shot. Instead, dumps it off to Claire.
And in the close second is his deep pass, his deep ball.
Dagey trying to set up the screen, and he just chucks it in. Big pressure from Buffalo here, and Dagey finds his soft spot to Miller. Good for a first. Claire trying to cut back inside, and a good first down run of 6.
On it tonight throughout. A lot of them come from off.
2nd and 2 after a very good spot. Redding trying to make another. Claire on a 3rd down run will plow his way and a score tonight. Josh Cleveland, who was banged up in the first half, only with 4.
Pop.
Here's the flip to the tight end. It's incomplete. Folkert's making a goal for Bowling Green. Dagey with a flip to Redding. Touchdown.
Today. But, yeah, I loved my time both with the Bills and Central Michigan, and I wouldn't change a thing if I could.
Incomplete pass for Dagey.
Years in the early 90s with the Bills. That'd be nothing like it again. I can't imagine anyone else having that kind of run.
Dagey got hit up high and ripped down to.
Been outstanding for Buffalo throughout the season and tonight.
Dagey needs to get to the 30 here, and he will. Pass complete, right in stride to Pugh. Janarvis.
Time he's seen it, but he is outstanding at it.
Dagey will flip it out here, a soft one, and a big hit from Rob.
And so they both know, hey, hitch that thing up and take your 6 yards.
Josh Cleveland back in as the running back. Dagey keeps it, and he didn't see any. Only a rush of 3. Incomplete from Dagey. Down with a season-ending shoulder injury. Bulls had to turn to the true freshman Kyle Van Treese for a start. Good start to this drive. Claire high-stepping it near midfield for Bowling.
Just haven't turned that into wins yet, and that's what the next step is for this Buffalo program.
Dagey, another deep ball. One-on-one, and Guyton makes the adjustment to reel it in.
On the field, and that's a huge play.
From the 11-yard line, Claire. And a late flag comes.
Can't do that. You got to get it out of there.
Dagey to throw it from the 2. Flicks it out to the far side. What a toss, and it's real. Jarrett Dagey and Bowling Green with the 1st and 10 after the kickoff. And look at this hit. Would you call that a slack attack, Ray?
Miller at number 3 in the slot. The trips to the top.
Dagey looking that way. Pocket breaks down. Dagey knocked away.
That might have been picked had Hodge not dropped it, knocked it down, because it looked like there was another guy right back behind him. Hargrove was waiting to pick that thing off. See number 16 up there. He had his eye on that one. He might have stolen it. But still a nice play by Hodge. Take a shot.
4 receivers on a 1st down. Dagey gets away from pressure and finds a receiver along the sideline.
So quickly is the greatest strength that he has.
Bulls are coming for him again. Dagey with a flipped Claire. He's got a long way to go just to get to the line of scrimmage, and he gets it. A masterful juke move.
And then, oh, wait a minute. And then by the time he turns around, it's too late.
Wilson with his first touch. Pulling his way forward and on. Dagey will float it complete, and it is Miller jetting across midfield. Coverage by is in the slot right here. Williamson, the safety on him. Dagey will find Miller, who finds this soft spot and stumbles out of.
They're going to try not to allow that.
Bulls just subbed in 4 new defensive players, and this pass dropped over the. Dagey on a 3rd and 2. And complete to Miller. Inside the 20. Dagey gets rid of it and just chucks it away. Falcons down 2 scores from the Buffalo 20. Daigie's got to get rid of this one, and he just barely did.
And they need 10 points at least. So
Daigie botched the snap. Ball is on the ground.